Welcome back. Residents of the Siyahlala informal settlement in the Western Cape say they are willing to be relocated, but only if they can access basic services. They've built shacks at the Langa rail station and are now being offered another piece of land. Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula and the Prasa board are in the province to discuss the planned relocation. Nobesuthu Hejana is following the story for us. She joins us now live. So you have managed to speak to residents about why they're actually settled at this particular place and about the move forward. What are they telling you?
So many of the residents, Jahan, say they've been there since 2017, but we saw the numbers sort of increasing during the pandemic. And many of them say they've been there because they can't afford to pay rent elsewhere. So it was a vacant land to them, and they decided to build on that particular land. So there's been an ongoing court battle between Prasa and the residents of Siyahlala, because Prasa had said it plans to bring back the central line, which has not been operational since 2019 October. So now a court, last year they received notices in November to move from that particular area, and then Prasa also got an extension from the Western Cape High Court until end of July to relocate those people. But the issue was finding a suitable land. At first they had found land in Eerste Rivier, but the residents in that particular area, they wrote a petition saying that it's not a suitable land because it's also close to a railway station. So now the residents say because they don't have any basic services like water, ablution facilities, they're now willing to move, provided that they be given or provided with basic services. So they're saying that they are willing to move, but it's if only they can be moved to a land where they can also access some of the basic services. So this is what one of the community leaders had to say.
Into emalunga nokususa kwethu okwangoku asikayazi because bekufanele basine meeting last month ekufama sihleli nabo uPrasa no HTA, but ikhange be khona lo meeting, and siyabona ukuthi uyaqhubekeka komsebenzi wabo, thina sisalindile i-feedback esuka kubo. Ewe siye savumelana sisihlali kuba zazikhona izinto ezithi abantwana abafundayo abakude kukhona apho sakuncedakala khona kumcimbi we-transport nezinto ezinjalo, thetha ukuthi savumelana.
So lilonke nina niyafuna ukuba nisuswe apha ukuze niyobekwa kwezi ndawo zikhanganyile?
Ewe siyafuna kakhulu phantsi kwemeko esihlala kuyo esijongene nayo, kuba ke asinazo izinto ezininzi, umzekelo ii-toilets, amanzi, njengoba niyibona nale ndawo imdaka, nabantwana ke yeriski kubo umcimbi webrain.
So Shahan Xolisa Slimela here says as the residents, they met and came to an agreement that they are willing to move to any location that they are provided with, because he also mentions that there are children there who attend school. So they were also promised that there would be transportation that will be made available for many of the children who still attend school in Langa, and saying that even though they will be far, but as long as they do have those basic services.
Yeah, so Satao says it doesn't believe the Western Cape government should take over the railway system, and Prasa must actually hire qualified people to run the agency. Tell us more about that.
So Lubabalo Tinzi, who's the national coordinator for Satau, he says that he believes that, or they believe that this is a sabotage, or it's done deliberate not to bring back the central line, or to not care for some of the lines within the Western Cape that have not been operational. He says that the lack of motivation from the people who are heading Prasa is the problem in this particular sense, and saying that they're using that so that they can say the private sector must take over. So he says qualified people can run Prasa, and he does not believe that the Western Cape or the local government has the capabilities of running Prasa, and this is what he had to say.
For as long as you get people who have no capacity in managing the projects that are designed in ensuring that Prasa is effective and efficient, for as long as you don't have an operational strategy that will respond to the challenges that are faced by Prasa in the Western Cape, we will continue to encounter problems of this nature. And from where we are as SADAW, we are suspicious of the fact that these are deliberate attempts to frustrate both workers and the commuters, so that the issue of giving this thing to private hands is seen as a viable option.
All right, we're going to leave it right there. Nobesuthu Hejana is in Cape Town.